want to get into the college football playoffs, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the LSU Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Longhorns will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
John Cena in Boston, CM Punk in Chicago. Few wrestlers are as deeply connected to their hometown as you. Prove you really are the second city saint by successfully answering
bunch formation for these receivers. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Oh, he's going to go up. And now the end.
How the hell are you double teamed? Whatever. I don't care.
First down, he might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guy. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Catch in the middle, it's screen. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. Fights off a defender. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Brought down, though. Looks as if LSU will pick up the 1st down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds you, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Just that shake and bake. When they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurl over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
I'm going to write down the answer, and you have to guess the response. Guess wrong.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Anderson. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain?
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And off from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield, under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, they've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They've got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Singleton.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. He wants to take the top off. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And that receiver had nobody around. That's got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
The Tigers trying to cash it in on first and goal. Quick strike complete. Touchdown LSU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
In the passing game, paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in a situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
Donna, don't look so sad, baby girl.
He'll bring it up. It's Terry. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Working downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Ballard. Lowers those pads. Turning it on. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Dropping back, it's Manning. Gets it to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Kearney on the Jets. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off. And even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him somewhere.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Fans, you know you can catch me every Thursday interviewing celebrities over the wings of death. But if you're looking for a little more Scoville-laced action, tune in Tuesdays for Hot Ones Versus. It's the show where
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight.
So tune in Tuesdays for a front row seat to the fiery fights and celebrity clashes. That's Hot Ones Versus.
He'll field the punt and look for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take it.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Ballard. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Direct snap. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash, because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Under fire. Complete to the right. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Gives it on the option. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into the end zone. It's dropped. And oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. To the air, it's Hoover. They'll run the screen. They'll make the stop, and not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football ball's going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a...
And here's the third interception of the night. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that, checked it down, or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Throwing right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. He makes a grab. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they can get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this 2nd half. They're lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Got enough for the 1st. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Manning. Using his feet to buy time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Texas! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. This dude is lining it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Catch in the middle, it's Gill. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are ripped. He tries to take the top off. Snags it. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced.
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined out to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Tom, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Got a man, it's Durham. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking for a man, it's Hoover. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
This offense has it with really good field position. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Keeps looking downfield. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
To the air, it's Hoover. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball.
Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab on the left side. Finds some room. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. The snap sets up the throw. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Durham. At the 45 on his way. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Give to the single back. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Longhorns. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
13.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Here's the pressure. And that one's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
The offense will have to use its first. Out of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Durham. Oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for the responsive defense.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. This time he's got his man. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Listen, a lot of time tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
Might be changing the route. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw again. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
And he throws another interception. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Texas! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 8 over Vanderbilt. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Longhorn! The defense takes matters into its own hands. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Parker. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. It looks as if this game